A variable ND filter. What is it? ND stands for neutral density. An ND filter is basically a filter that reduces the amount of light making its way into the camera. Think of an ND filter as sunglasses for your camera. ND filters do not change the color of the light being captured by the camera and lens, hence why they are called neutral filters. If your ND filter is variable, this means that your ND can be adjusted on the fly. You can purchase neutral density filters that aren't adjustable, but I highly recommend against this due to the inconvenience of not being able to adjust the ND filter opacity by adding or reducing the amount of shade. ND filters are most commonly used in daylight shooting situations. When you're outdoors in the middle of the day and the sun is shining bright on your subject, let's say during a performance scene with an artist, the harsh sunlight will be so overpowering that your video will look blown out, otherwise known as overexposed. So if you're filming your performance scene or B-roll scene and you want your camera setting to be f2.8, shutter speed value of 1/50, filming in 24 FPS, the only way to achieve this during a sunny day is to use an ND filter to shade your image so you have full control over where you want your exposure to be so the image doesn't look blown out. Let's hop on a music video set with an artist so I can show you exactly what I mean. During the middle of the day, filming with no variable ND filter. I'm going to set my aperture to f1.8, shutter speed to 1/50, ISO to the lowest it goes at 200, and we're going to film at 24 FPS. As you can see, when filming in my desired camera setting for a performance scene, the image is literally unusable. Now, if we screw on this Prism Lens FX variable ND filter, you can instantly see the results. This is my image, still overexposed. Now I'm going to pull the variable ND filter down so I'm at a neutral exposure, which when filming in Canon C-Log isn't enough light to pull as much dynamic range as possible, so I'm going to overexpose by a full stop. And sitting at one stop overexposed, I have a perfect exposure in broad daylight. The next thing I want to touch on is, are ND filters needed when filming indoors? Yes and no. You need to ask yourself, am I filming during the day? And if so, does the indoor location that I'm filming at have big windows and a lot of natural light spilling in? If your answer is yes, then I would pack an ND filter just in case, because depending on the angle in which you are filming could result in overexposed images. If your indoor location doesn't have natural light spilling in from the windows, then you're safe to not use an ND filter on set. So next up, we're going to chat about step up and step down rings. Step up and step down rings can be purchased for as cheap as $9 each on Prism Lens FX's website. Owning step up and step down rings will allow you to purchase one size variable ND filter and either step up or step down depending on the size of your lens, so you can mount the ND filter to your lens. I recommend purchasing 77mm ND filters, as many wide-angle lenses are 82mm or 77mm thread pitch, where 35mm lenses are 72mm thread pitch. Again, using step up and step down rings allows you to purchase just one variable ND filter, so you don't have to have multiple variable ND filters for each thread pitch of lens that you own. Something to note about step up and step down rings is when they are screwed onto the front of your lens, they're very simple to grip and unscrew from the lens. However, sometimes if you do over tighten a variable ND filter to a step up or step down ring, when you remove your ND filter, the ring may be attached to the filter. It's more difficult to get a good grip on the ring to unscrew it if it is over tightened. Today's video is sponsored by Epidemic Sound. I've been using Epidemic Sound for 6 years, whether it's for paid client video work or my YouTube content. My favorite feature Epidemic has to offer is their AI video upload song matching tool. Simply upload test footage of a project you're working on to Epidemic Sound, and their AI platform will spit out a long list of songs that match the vibe and pace of your video, saving you hours of finding royalty-free music that fits the vibe of your visuals. Not only do you get a library of thousands of royalty-free music, but you also get access to thousands of realistic sound effects. Click the link below to get a free 30-day trial to Epidemic Sound that can be canceled at any time. No commitment necessary. Now let's get back to the video. I found the best method to remove a ring from your filter is to press the filter against your palm, press hard, and turn the hand that is touching the ring to the left. This may take a few tries. So in order to avoid this, try your best to not over tighten your ND filter onto your step rings. Last but not least, we have purchasing recommendations. Purchasing quality ND filters is key for not having the ugly X or vignetting when overcranking your ND filters. Quality ND filter components include a simple hard stop built into them. A high quality variable ND filter that we recommend is the Prism Lens FX Cinema Hard Stop VND. This VND filter has built-in hard stops, so it is impossible to overcrank or undercrank your ND opacity. Brands to stay away from that we have had negative impacts on our footage in terms of an X vignette in the middle of the image or vignetting on the corners of the image are Tiffin and Optex. These variable ND filter brands are nearly half the price of a Prism Lens FX VND for a reason. Invest in one high quality variable ND filter off the hop and a set of step up and step down rings and you're set for years.